I'm Gabe Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're going to be taking a closer look at Civil War II, issue number 1. The battle rages on between personal liberty and security. Which team did your favorite hero end up on? Well, let's hop on into the book and find out for ourselves, shall we?
Alrighty then, so as the comic opens, we check back on in with Ulysses. That's the future-seeing Inhuman who, after coming out of the cocoon, has started running away from some unknown assailant. Those assailants turn out to be none other than the Inhuman royal family, who want him to come to New Attilan for training. Geez guys, chasing a scared kid through the woods, you might want to work on your sales pitch just a little bit. Maybe, oh, I don't know, come to New Attilan, we have pie and punch. Come to New Attilan, free Wi-Fi all the time. Or perhaps my personal favorite, come to New Attilan, now with continental breakfast. From there we flash forward a couple months to a scene of New York coming under attack by a massive Celestial. Iron Man's all new, all different Avengers are the first boots on the ground, and needless to say they're not doing so great against this cosmic level threat. Luckily they were warned beforehand about this impending attack, and because of that all the heroes of the Marvel Universe, all the different Avengers teams and the Inhumans and the X-Men and literally everyone have come together to stop this threat. The heroes throw absolutely everything they have at the Celestial, while Doctor Strange, leading a group of the most powerful mystics and magic users in the Marvel Universe, recite an incantation to banish the Celestial back to its own dimension. Hey, this is kind of like what Strange and Scarlet Witch did during Axis, only it didn't backfire in a huge destructive way. After the day is won, the heroes decide to head on back to Avengers Tower for a giant blowout bash, celebrating not only their victory, but the fact that everyone came together for this. All the biggest heroes are there, having a drink and just genuinely having a good time. Unfortunately, the evening takes a turn when someone thinks to ask, hey Inhumans, that was a great tip you gave us about the Celestial, but how did you know? Queen Medusa, trying to live transparently with the rest of the superhero community and figuring it was only a matter of time until they found out anyway, decides to take the top brass of superheroes, basically all the AAA characters who have their own books, to go meet Ulysses. Ulysses tries his best to explain to the heroes the Terrigenesis and how his particular set of powers works, how he actually feels like he's in the future when it happens. They even bring in young Jean Grey from the X-Men to try and read his mind to get a better understanding of what's going on. Only here's the thing though, she can't do it. No psychic can read his mind, in fact. And it's right here that the big schism starts to form. Captain Marvel thinks it's totally awesome that they have a hero on their side who can see disastrous events before they happen, and considering that so much of what she's doing with Alpha Flight is trying preemptive strikes against disaster, she totally wants him to join her team. Iron Man of course protests, saying that it's a really dangerous idea to try and use an untrained kid who even he doesn't understand how to use his powers. And that sure, today they may have won fighting a Celestial, but you know what? He got that wrong in his vision. He saw the world getting destroyed. He can't really see the future so much as he can see possible futures. The fighting like this continues with Captain Marvel saying they can't look a gift horse like this in the mouth and that they should try and use this kid to the best of his abilities. Iron Man's rebuttal is that if they go down this pre-crime path, then it's going to be hard to put that genie back in the bottle, and that it's only a matter of time until Ulysses sees something horrible involving one of their friends, one of the other heroes, and if so, what should they do in that situation? Punish someone they know before they've even committed a crime, before they've even thought about committing a crime? And you know, this whole little uncomfortable argument might very well have been left right here and nothing bad would have happened. That is, of course, Captain Marvel did try and use Ulysses to stop a disaster before it happened. That was the story we saw within the pages of Free Comic Book Day. If you haven't, by all means check out this playlist I have here for all the main Civil War books. But for those who need a quick reminder, you see, Captain Marvel, the Ultimates, and the Inhumans, as well as Tony's best friend Rhodes' War Machine, attempted to stop Thanos the Mad Titan from stealing a cosmic cube. The operation was a horrible foobar, and Rhodes ended up dying as a result of it. Iron Man is understandably all fire and brimstone, angry because Carol Danvers would do what she did with Ulysses, but also that his friend died in the line of fire. Captain Marvel is beating herself up about it pretty hard too. Not only is Rhodes dead, but She-Hulk may never walk again. She tells Tony that he wasn't the only one who loved Rhodey, but that he was a soldier. They all are, and they all knew the risks when they went into this operation. Iron Man vows that no one will be able to manipulate the future ever again on his watch, and he flies off, assumedly to gather up Ulysses. It's at that point that She-Hulk Jennifer Walters wakes up long enough to tell Captain Marvel to not let Iron Man control the future. It's everyone's, not just his. You know, if I was to sum sum up Civil War II #1, I would probably quote Iron Man by saying, wow, that really escalated quickly. I mean, that really jumped off and got out of hand. I felt the celebratory party scene was actually a pretty nice touch Bendis did there to remind us that yes, these guys do like each other, they do enjoy hanging out with each other, and that's why it's gonna hurt that much more when they end up fighting each other. I can also respect that much like the original Civil War, these heroes' paths to hell are paved with only the best intentions. Captain Marvel, being the good soldier that she is, can't let a good asset like a future-seeing metahuman go to waste, while Tony, in a complete 180 from where he was in the original Civil War, feels that he needs to protect civil liberties. Overall, I felt this was pretty solid. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next